So today is the first of 2 full days that we're going to be spending here in Tulum, Mexico. And so we decided we're just going to try a bunch of food, see as many attractions as we possibly can, maybe rent some bikes later and just bring you along and see what happens. So let's get started.
Bueno, sí.
So we're starting our day at the Botanical Garden Cafe. It was only a short walk from the hostel that we're staying at, and it is just so beautiful here. I feel like Tulum overall is very well known for its sort of hip, unique outdoor restaurant and bar experiences, and this one is not disappointing. We're just out in the garden here, and there's lots of plants and trees and greenery surrounding us. It's so beautiful, and all of the food that we've seen on the menu looks amazing.
Yeah, the reviews on Google Maps for this place were really good. Gracias.
Wow. This just arrived and it looks amazing. I got the huevos rancheros, if I said that correctly. And then here I just got a green juice, and if I remember correctly, it is like pineapple, mint, celery, apples, like a whole bunch of different stuff in here, and it looks super good. And then how about you? What did you get?
I got a little egg tartine, and of course an Americano. I have to have coffee every day.
Wow.
Yeah, huevos rancheros are some of my favorite.
I don't know if I've ever had it before. This is amazing.
Isn't it?
I think this is a new go-to. This is delicious. Welcome to our room for the next 2 nights. Okay, so we quick ran back to the hostel just to grab our backpack for the day, but just wanted to quick show you just a really gorgeous, unique, boutique-y little hostel that we have here in Tulum. The bedrooms are super small but super cute, do the trick. They have this stunning area outside with a pool, a coffee shop, and there's a lot of people here that seem to be working remotely right now, which is kind of fun to bear witness to people adjusting their lifestyles and living here while they work. So
yeah, they have an awesome little co-working space upstairs that we've been using just to book future travels and write emails, all those
do our editing. It's been really nice. So anyways, now it's time to go rent some bikes, and we're gonna head farther into town.
So one of the big things to do here in Tulum is to rent a bike to get around. At the point of the day where we decided to actually go look for bikes, they were unfortunately out at a lot of the places that we were looking at. So big bummer. I guess a tip there for Tulum is to just start looking earlier in the day for a bike. Anyways, to pivot, we decided to just grab a quick beer at a local bar with some swings. That was a big
They were
goal
so
for
fun.
Rachel.
I really wanted to just sit back and enjoy it.
Yeah, there were swings at the bar. It was pretty fun. And after that, we decided, what the heck, let's walk down to the hotel section. It's a far walk. I think we're like the only ones walking.
Everyone else is biking because they have one.
But we said, screw it, let's do it. And here we are 40 minutes later, about to see one of the really cool designed hotels down here called the Azulik Hotel. It's, I think part of it is a museum. We'll see when we get there. All right, so we found the museum here. Really cool design. So we're gonna go check it out, but I think this is gonna be pretty cool. Everyone's Instagramming everywhere too, so it's kind of dodging pictures the whole time.
Also guilty here, but you know.
Yeah, oh yeah, how can you not?
How can you not? This place is so cool.
Morning everyone. So we are on day 2 here in Tulum, and we have just made it to the Tulum Archaeological Zone. We rented some bikes this morning. So these are our sweet rides for the day. The bikes we rented from our hostel, they're about 200 pesos each, so about $10 USD So not too bad. There are places that'll do it cheaper, but it was just so convenient just to get it straight from our hostel. Had a bit of a harrowing bike ride on the way here, but
just
we made
it. Just a little bruise, it's fine.
Rachel got a bit of a bruise.
Maybe fell off my bike, it's okay.
Yeah. But hey, we made it, we're alive, and we have this great group guide named Roger. We found him on Airbnb Experiences.
He's awesome.
So far he seems great, really knowledgeable. And he's going to take us around the archaeological zone here. He gave us this great history lesson about the history of Mexico in general and about the Mayan people. And yeah, he's gonna show us around the actual zone now, so we're gonna go check it out. Gotta catch up with our group.
Around the year 1000 after Christ is probably when this place became an important place for the Maya people. And prior to that time, it was just a community of fishermen that settled here. And as the economy started to improve, they started to build stone temples. And then these walls, more than cities, I would define these places as sacred centers. Like places of worship. Like for the ancient Maya people, this was like holy land. Kind of like what happens in the Vatican, right? Like nobody lives in the Vatican, right? Except like the Pope and his...
All right, so we are in the archaeological zone now, and it is just spectacular. He took us through this side entrance that just opened up a beautiful view you can see before us of all the ruins stretched out in front of us. Just, you know, seeing stuff like this right next to a beautiful day on the ocean is just amazing. One thing to note though, when you come in here, there is like no shade. So definitely bring some of this, wear some sunscreen, and you should be fine. But I mean, this is spectacular.
Check this out, when the Spaniards got here in the 1500s, this place was already abandoned. It was a ghost town already, nobody lived here, right? Nobody knows why Maya people left this place. There's a couple of ideas. Archaeologists say that they left this place because of natural disasters, a drought for like 10 years, 15 years without rain. Political unrest, Maya people fighting with each other, they left these places. Nobody knows for sure, but the fact is when the Spaniards got here, it was already a ghost town. And it remained abandoned for centuries until the 1840s when a couple of explorers rediscovered this place. And I say rediscovered because the Maya people from this area, like they always knew about this place, right? They used to come here and grab rocks from the temples to build their own houses. So this place remained abandoned for centuries until the 1840s when a couple of explorers rediscovered it. These explorers did some illustrations, drawings of the temples as they were when they found them. And the National Institute of Anthropology and History of Mexico had redone everything based on this guy's illustrations and the archaeological findings.
One thing of note, I don't think I saw any guided, like self-guided tours on the way here, and I don't see a ton of signs. So I think a tour guide is worth it for this. I mean, he gives so much context behind this whole thing here that it might be a little bit hard to see on your own.
Yeah.
So I'd suggest a guided tour if you can get one. He wasn't too expensive either. If you can find Roger on Airbnb Experiences, like it's not that much.
Wow, it is a gorgeous day, but it is so hot out here. There's so many tourists. Now that we're hitting midday here, it's kind of overwhelming, but you know, still kind of social distancing and everything's going well. So.
The jawline and the mouth. And if you stand over there, you can see the rest of the profile on the other side of the wall, right? Originally, in the four corners of this building, you can see that face is believed to be a representation of the god of the creation of the Maya people. The two ones on the other side nowadays are gone, but when they found this place, they noticed that the faces on the other side have their eyes open. And these two faces on this side have their eyes halfway down, like they're closing. Nobody knows why, but the idea that I like, and this is just my idea, it's not for sure, has to do with the movement of the sun. The sun rises from the east and it sets in the west. Again, I don't care where the sun rises or sets, but for farmers, it's super important.
So the building you see behind me is a strictly religious building, and it's really incredible actually because you see murals on the side of this thing carved into the rock. A lot of it just, they think, of course this is all just speculation of archaeologists, but that describe certain gods, and specifically for this temple, the god of the creation. So the four corners have a face on there, and they believe, the Mayans believed that the god of creation had four personas, which matches up with the different cardinal directions. And that sort of signifies that he is omnipresent, or he's everywhere.
Yeah, they're saying sort of like in Christianity you have three, you have like
the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. This is the four personas of the Creator God.
Over there, there's the main temple of Tulum. It's known as the castle. This is how it looked like when they found it.
Look at the person.
You can see that there were trees growing pretty much everywhere, on the roof, like on the staircase. They hire native people to cut away all the vines and the trees, right? check this out. The idea was that the rulers and religious leaders would perform ceremonies on top of these pyramids in full view of the people. And they did these ceremonies because Maya people, when I say Maya people, I mean like the elite. You know, people on top believe that humans were in debt to the gods for the creation of the human race, and we had to repay the gods by doing a lot of rituals, ceremonies, dancing, burning of incense. But sometimes the debt was too great, and the only way to repay the gods was by doing bloodletting. Right? They would pierce certain parts of the body, like the tongue.
Yeah.
Once the paper was all soaked in blood, they would take the plate inside the temple, and then they would burn it. And I thought, man, like, that's crazy. Why would they do that? What's the point of burning it? It seems like when you burn it, you smoke it up, and the smoke goes all the way up to where the gods live. So the gods can detect the quality of your offering, and if the quality of your offering is high enough, like, things would work out for you in the future.
Wow, guys, this ocean view behind us is spectacular.
It is absolutely incredible.
The colors are just so vibrant. I just kind of can't believe it.
Yeah, such a stunning ending, and he said we were so lucky because they've had a lot of seaweed out there recently.
Yeah.
So to see it on this pristine of a day, it's a real treat. So we're feeling so lucky. We had a great tour.
Oh, he was amazing.
He was great. Yeah, he had a lot of great stories. And we're gonna go get some, I guess he's giving some lunch for us
Yeah,
at
we
the
get
end.
some food and oh, so much water. I'm about to
We need a
just
lot of
inhale
water.
it.
So we couldn't come to Tulum without also trying some of the cheaper, more local, delicious tacos here.
Oh, these look so good. Pastor is probably my favorite, so I'm excited to try this out. Oh yeah.
I can't believe how good this is for only 50 pesos for 5 tacos, which is like $2.50 US dollars for this. So good.
Crazy cheap.
Like, we just had a really lovely dinner experience. We just figured it was a really good way to wrap up our time in Tulum. So for that, we're done here in Mexico. I can't believe how fast 10 days has gone, but we're so excited because the next place we're going to is Costa Rica.
We are going to start off our Costa Rican adventure with a little bird watching / crocodile adventure tour. Let's see what we can find.
And eat it. Oh my god.